All right, ready to dive into the world of yachting.
Let's do it.
We're talking luxurious yachts, beautiful waters, maybe even a celebrity guest or two, right? It's no wonder shows like Below Deck have everyone, especially Gen Z, dreaming of a life at sea. But is it really all sunshine and cocktails? We're separating those picture-perfect Instagram moments from, well, the real deal, especially for those just starting out, the green crew.
Yeah, the yachting industry kind of sells a dream, an escape to paradise. And while the appeal is definitely there, anyone thinking about this as a career has to understand the difference between what they see and what it's really like.
Totally. It's like those below deck scenes, right? Crews hanging out in the hot tub after the guests leave. But in reality, you're probably more likely to be scrubbing and polishing, transforming the yacht back into a sparkling oasis, often with barely any time to spare.
It's all about maintaining the illusion of effortless luxury, you know what I mean? Guests are paying for relaxation, not to think about all the hard work going on behind the scenes. So those below deck parties, sure, they're entertaining, but they don't exactly reflect what daily life is like.
And speaking of things you might not expect, our research really showed just how important soft skills are. Teamwork, obviously, but who knew they were practically your secret weapon on a super yacht?
It's actually fascinating how crucial those skills are. Our Faceless Crew, which is a great resource, by the way, for anyone wanting to work on a yacht, they share a story about a deckhand who saves the day. And it's not with his knot tying skills or anything like that. He calms down a guest who was freaking out during a storm.
Whoa, talk about staying calm under pressure.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Communication, adaptability, problem solving. These are all things you might not associate with yachting, but they are super important.
So it's not just about sailing or fixing engines, it's also about navigating different personalities, thinking on your feet, staying calm when, let's say, a guest decides they need a helicopter landing pad to magically appear.
Exactly. And our Faceless Crew stresses that these aren't just some theoretical skills. These are the skills that get you through the tough situations. They've got all these anecdotes about dealing with difficult guests, resolving conflict within the crew, creating a positive and professional atmosphere on board. Because it's not just about luxury, it's about safety, too.
That makes a lot of sense. Clear communication and keeping a cool head are critical when you're dealing with the power of the ocean. And it made me think, even if you're not sailing around the world, these soft skills, they're essential for everyday life, don't you think?
Absolutely. What you learn applies to way more than just yachting.
So to all our listeners, whether you're dreaming of a life at sea or just trying to conquer your day-to-day, listen up. Those part-time jobs, team sports, family gatherings, think of them as secret training grounds for building those essential soft skills.
That's a great way to put it. And our Faceless Crew really encourages people to practice those skills in their daily routines, like working on communicating better with friends and family, or joining a sports team to build those collaboration skills. Even a part-time job in hospitality, it all helps.
Because let's face it, if you can deal with a hangry customer on land, you're probably ready for a seasick guest demanding a five-star meal in the middle of a storm.
You got that right. And that actually leads us to another important thing to remember about the yachting world.
All right, so soft skills, check. But what about the actual technical stuff?
Right, so that's where the STCW comes in.
The what?
STCW. It stands for Standards of Training, Certification, and Watchkeeping. Basically, it's the essential qualification for anyone who wants to work on a yacht.
So kind of like getting your driver's license before you can hit the road.
Exactly. It gives you all the fundamental safety knowledge you need.
Makes sense. So yachting is a lot of learning as you go.